Top 10 Action Series on Netflix. For a certain section of the audience, one of the most pleasing things to watch in a movie or a TV series is a well-crafted action sequence. To shoot an action sequence perfectly, it takes immense patience, fitness, creativity, and dedication. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 action series to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Wynonna Earp. Wynonna Earp is a faster, sexier, funnier show than it has any right to be. The pitch is simple: Buffy the Vampire set today with zombies and the great-great-granddaughter of legendary gunslinger Wyatt Earp leading the charge against them. She totes a gigantic, legendary magic pistol called Peacemaker. She has a bumbling, moronic Justin Bieber look-alike as a sidekick/comic relief. There are several love triangles with the undead. One of those love triangles happens to involve Doc Holliday in the present. Perhaps the best summary of the show is this one-liner in its pilot: "I'm the girl with the big-ass gun." If you can't get on board, you may not like fun. Number 9. Wu Assassins. If you're seeking a bit of martial arts fantasy, a la Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, with a dash of the ferocious bare-knuckle brawler that is The Raid, then Wu Assassins is just for you. Set in present-day San Francisco, this action drama follows Kai Jin, Iko Uwais, the badass from The Raid, a Chinatown chef who becomes imbued with the power of 1,000 monks after an encounter with a mythical spirit who deems him the next Wu assassin. Gifted with enhanced martial arts skills, he's tasked with tracking down 5 crime lords who also wield and abuse the same supernatural powers known as the Wu Xing. What really stands out about the Wu Assassins is its spectacular fight choreography. Much like Uwais, the rest of the cast is composed of actors who are talented martial artists in real life, such as Louis Tan, Mortal Kombat, Juju Chan Senzo, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny, who elevate the many elaborate fighting scenes. Number 8. The Witcher. Based on the books that inspired the video game series, The Witcher stars Henry Cavill, Superman himself, as Geralt of Rivia, a magical mutant witcher who hunts stuff and drinks lots of potion and grunts often. There are also other characters, arguably too many, but really, the one to know is Geralt. Season 1's jumbled timeline is confusing and leaves a lot of questions lingering for Season 2, but it's one of Netflix's best and most popular originals. Also, it features the best song ever included on a Netflix show. Number 7. Warrior Nun. Warrior Nun, a show about demon-fighting nuns. Doesn't sound real, but it absolutely is, and surprisingly pretty good, mostly because of how divine the action is in it. Loosely based on a comic book character, warrior nun Aurelia, the show follows a young woman who dies unexpectedly, but is resurrected in a morgue with a halo engraved on her back, only to find she's now a member of a secret sisterhood that combats evil. In terms of action, this show gets it with its fantastic fighting choreography, pitting the nuns against private security goons, interdimensional demons in the shape of giant Decepticons, and even each other. There's a lot of mythology here, and it's quite similar to series you've seen like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but it finds a way to be as fun as it is badass. Number 6. The Walking Dead. What makes Robert Kirkman's graphic novel turned TV saga so great is that it isn't just about curb-stomping zombies. The Walking Dead focuses on complex personal relationships to ask thought-provoking questions about what it means to rebuild society, how to function as a healthy community, and what humanity looks like in a post-apocalyptic age. Just don't get too attached to your favorite characters, because even if the zombies are dead, the action is alive and well, and the people who remain live in a very, very unforgiving world. Number 5. Shadow. Netflix's first South African series, Shadow, is about a former police officer who believes that the laws are too complicated to help in catching criminals and bringing them to justice. Thus, he decided to take the law into his own hands and teach the Johannesburg criminals lessons they will never forget. However, Shadow is no normal person. He cannot feel any physical pain, a condition he suffers from since childhood after being struck by lightning. It's wonderful to see Netflix looking all over the world for its content. Bringing such shows from all parts of the world under one platform helps us in discovering new material we would otherwise have no chance of watching. Number 4. Narcos. One of the most ambitious Netflix original series, Narcos, chronicles the life of the most notorious cocaine smuggler the world has ever seen, Pablo Escobar. Escobar was a small-time weed smuggler who later built the largest cocaine empire in the whole world, and his earnings rivaled some of the biggest business tycoons on the planet. The series finds its place here because it has several memorable action scenes. When the police chase or try to raid Escobar's people, they usually shoot back without escaping because their boss has connections higher up the ladder. Escobar does not even hesitate to hijack a courthouse to burn all the documents and evidence against him. The violence in the series is shot very realistically, and thus it appears pretty gruesome on screen. The series received unanimous applause from critics, mainly for its direction and the performances. Wagner Moura has done the work of his life with the character of Escobar. It must be said that Narcos is one of the finest TV shows in recent history, and has created such a benchmark for new shows that it will be very difficult to surpass. Number 3. Luke Cage. Netflix has produced 6 TV shows based on Marvel characters to date, and among them, Luke Cage is one of the earliest to grace our screens. The lead character is played by Mike Colter. Before Cage became a bulletproof superhuman, he was a normal guy with a family living in Harlem. However, his life changed completely when his wife got murdered, and he was mistakenly arrested for the crime. When the show begins, we see that Cage has just got out of prison and is working 2 jobs to keep himself busy. He works at a barbershop in the morning and as a dishwasher at a club called Harlem's Paradise at night. This club is owned by a gangster called Cottonmouth, Marshala Ali. The show has some amazing camera work and action sequences, but the action scenes are quite one-sided because of Cage's unique abilities. Number 2. Daredevil. Daredevil is the first Marvel show released by Netflix. Charlie Cox plays the lead character called Matt Murdock, who loses his eyesight quite early in his life in a road accident. Matt's mother is missing, and he lives with his father, who is a prize fighter. Matt's father sometimes loses matches, which he has pre-booked with the dealers. One day, Matt tells his father that he would like to see him win. This causes a change of heart in Matt's father, who ends up winning a match he was scheduled to lose. Angry with his defiance, the bookies kill him right outside the establishment where the fight was underway. All alone and without eyesight, Matt does not know what he should do. This is when he meets a guy called Stick, who, though blind, is a master combatant. What happens next for that entire series is to be watched. Number 1. The Last Kingdom. The story of The Last Kingdom is set during the Middle Ages in England, when the Danes have taken over most of the territory of the British Isles except the Kingdom of Wessex, which is still standing defiantly under King Alfred's rule while being attacked by their mighty enemies. The central character of the show is a man called Uhtred, who, though being born in a Saxon family, has grown up amongst the Danes. When the Danes attack Wessex, it's upon Uhtred to decide which side he will choose to represent in the battle. The entire series is adapted from Bernard Cornwell's The Saxon Stories. Critics have been thoroughly pleased with this show, and have praised its character development, action sequences, and plot. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.